This Family Life News podcast is made possible by the support of listeners like you.
Welcome back to another edition of Hometown Heroes on Family Life. I'm Mark Webster, and this week's guest is Annette Davie, Executive Director of New Hope Family Services in Syracuse, New York. In the news of late as part of a legal fight against New York Attorney General Letitia James over abortion pill reversal, but focused for years on preserving life through adoption and pregnancy counseling. I know you haven't been on the job there leading New Hope for a long time, but the organization itself has been around quite a while.
We are both a pregnancy resource center, or family services center, and an adoption agency. So we kind of have two originations, I guess you could say. In 1965, we started as Evangelical Adoption and Family Services, and they were located in North Syracuse, New York, and obviously that was an adoption agency. And then in 1986, New Hope Pregnancy Aid Center was formed, and that came under the umbrella of the Evangelical Adoption and Family Services. But then in 1992, they joined fully together, located under the same roof, and that's when we changed our name to New Hope Family Services.
Okay. New Hope is, I believe, an affiliate of Heartbeat International.
Correct. It was in April of 2024 that the Attorney General for New York State sent a notice that she intended to sue Heartbeat International and these other, it was about 12 pregnancy centers. Mm-hmm. And since then, different, how the legal system works, it takes a little time to get things through. But it was all about really just the fact that we offer alternatives to abortion. What it really is coming down to is they are not wanting us to be able to publicize that there are alternatives, especially right now. One of our biggest obstacles in standing for life is the abortion pill. It also could be called a chemical abortion. Mm-hmm. We have what is called an abortion pill reversal that we are trained and permitted to offer to clients that maybe have changed their mind. If they have been to a place where they have gotten mifepristone, they sometimes change their mind. Sometimes immediately after, sometimes it's the next day. And so an OBGYN named Dr. Delgado has used this progesterone, which is a naturally occurring hormone in a female's body, and it has been used for decades and decades to continue a healthy pregnancy. Some women might be showing signs of a miscarriage, and they will give that woman increased progesterone to increase the chances of survival for a healthy pregnancy. And that's been going on for decades and decades. So he started applying it to females that were taking this abortion pill, the mifepristone, and that is what has kind of started this unfortunate time that we're in. They really wouldn't like us to not be able to advertise that option is there.
It just seems like the state of New York in general has it out for pregnancy care centers like yours.
It does feel like that. You hate to have that. We definitely want to pray for Letitia James, our Attorney General, and we pray for people that provide abortions and support that, because that is the way of Christ, our example. But we feel that tension every day because many, many women that are experiencing the stress of an unexpected pregnancy really and truly believe that their only option is to have that abortion. They just don't see where they can, for whatever reason, have the responsibility of a child. And so we are here to help give perspective, to really start by just listening, because all of us experience parenting and raising a family, and being in a family is challenging. So we just want to come alongside them and support them and let them know that there are other options. There are options that affirm life and that do not lead to ending the life of a baby. And we want to help men and women be able to parent if that's their option, or to consider what it would look like to create an adoption plan. Many women that have had abortions in the past, it comes out decades later that they were like, we didn't know we had an option. And they do recognize that it greatly affected them. And that actually is one of the ministries that we offer at New Hope, is post-abortion healing and recovery. we try to look at it holistically. And yes, we do feel that Satan is against us, just like he is against many faith-based organizations. And so we appreciate prayers and support of anyone that is able to take the time to do that.
You bring up a great point, and it's probably hard for a lot of Christians who are involved in the pro-life effort to still pray for people like Letitia James and those who are just adamantly pro-abortion. Mm-hmm. It's challenging, but important.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you see face-to-face the amount of effort that a pregnancy center like New Hope puts in, and then it can be so discouraging when choices don't always go the way that we have been praying for. But that is where we have to trust the Lord, that he is sovereign, and we trust in his plan, and we know that we are here for a short time, and so we just have to continue to look to him and be committed and dedicated to the work that we do, because these unborn cannot speak for themselves. And really, some of the families that come don't feel like they have a voice because they're in challenging times. Economically, it's a tough time nowadays. And when you're struggling for so many things, you're struggling for housing, you're struggling for support, maybe your family structure is broken down. When one more thing comes at you, you're not really at the top of your game to be able to handle it. Some people just need that extra support. That's what we want to provide to the families, and we do feel called to continue to pray for those who persecute us, to love our enemies. It's a privilege, really.
Mm-hmm. That's a good way to put it.
The right way is to seek relationship. It's harder to face that and to build into someone. And so that's one of the obstacles. But I just got this pill. Why do I need to come in and have that ultrasound? And well, we care about people's health, and we need to make sure that there's a healthy sac and everything is the way it's supposed to be before you even were to take this medicine, because it could do even further damage to you as a woman. So we are more and more are trying to be personal and relational and face-to-face, because what we believe society is offering is that virtual world and the cash and carry world, and we have to combat against that because that's not biblical.
That's Annette Davie, Executive Director of New Hope Family Services in Syracuse, New York. You can learn more about them at newhopefamilyservices.com. Please join us again next time as we search for your home, your town, your hero. It's Hometown Heroes on Family Life.
Thank you for listening to this Family Life News podcast. If you've been encouraged by what you've heard, please share it with others and click the subscribe button to automatically receive future episodes. Family Life is a listener-supported ministry. Podcasts like this are made possible by your financial partnership. Find out more at familylife.org.